Alright, everybody, welcome back. So, Sega Genesis Mini. Sega just announced 10 more games for the console. So, we're halfway there, and I have to say, it's looking pretty good so far. It's not some of the games I expected or thought about, to be honest, but I mean, everybody has, like, their favorite Genesis games from their childhood, nostalgia. So, when it comes to, like, quote-unquote good games, and your good games, it's kind of a different ballpark. So, there's a list of like top 50 Sega Genesis games or 50 of any other console. But then there's like your favorite games, which can tend to be a mix of some of the popular stuff and some of the stuff that may not have been popular, but they're still good to you. So that's why when I was thinking of the games that I was into, some of these games didn't really pop on. But when you see them, you're like, all right, I've never played it, but I'm willing to try it out. So let's go over it and see about the new games. So right now we have, we're at their webpage showing off the console one more time. Mini controller, obviously. Still kind of upset that it's the 3 button, because I think that means that they won't release any games that require 6 button, but it is what it is. Alright, so the first 10, we'll just go over that real quick. Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog, Ultra Beast, and Gunstar Heroes. So, for me, I've played 2 of those. Well, 3 of those. 4. Okay. So I've played Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Pretty good. I was good at Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but still fun. Ultra Beast, it was a classic for me. Mean Bean Machine, at the time I wasn't that fun of puzzlers. I liked Tetris, but anything else seemed a little too much. And Echo the Dolphin. Granted, it took me 20 years to realize that his sonar is how you figure out where to go in the world, and as a kid all I would do is swim around and be a dolphin, which was still fun, I guess. Okay, so first up, the first 5. We have Castles of Illusions, which I never played this one, so it's not like something that's on my list, but I love the Disney ones for the NES, so I'm hoping that, and Aladdin Disney game for the Genesis, so I'm hoping that this has that kind of charm and fun factor. So, I give that a pass. I give that a thumbs up for I'm happy that it's on it. Okay, next up, we have another one, World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Yet again, same reason. You know what? I hope it has that appeal. I'm shocked that they got licensed games, to be honest. Like, I didn't think Sega would go all out to do that. So that just makes me think, what are they saving for the next 40 or the next 20 games? So, who knows? Aladdin? Yeah, right. Thunder Force 3. I've never played this one, so I do like this style of games. So, it's a basically kind of like a space shooter, side-scrolling-ish. So, you know what? I call that another thumbs up. Happy to see it. Okay, next up, Super Fantasy Zone. Now, I've never played the Fantasy Zone series at all. After seeing it many, many times on other people's hidden gems and stuff like that, it's definitely a game that's up there for me wanting to try. And you know what? Trying it on a Sega Genesis console? Might as well. So another thumbs up. So far, it's looking good. Shinobi 3. Now, I just played Ninja Gaiden for the first time on the NES for the Switch for their online service, and I loved it. I wish I would have found that as a kid, because that would have been a childhood classic. Now, it's an adult classic, so still a classic. So seeing Shinobi 3, and from what I've seen of it, it looks like a game I'd want to play. I never got to play this as a kid, and another thumbs up. Okay, Streets of Rage 2. Classic. I never owned this, but I have fond memories of playing it all the time at a friend's house. He had Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. 3, but 1 and 2 were awesome. I used to love going over his house, going down in his basement, and we'd just sit there and play it for as long as I can remember until we beat it. And then playing the sequel, which was 2, and 2 was awesome. 3 was not as awesome. But I think it was just because it was a little bit different. So, that's a great thumbs up. Next up, Earthworm Jim. So, I haven't played as a kid, but played as an adult, and I loved it. I didn't beat it, so this is another great game that I'm glad it's on there, because, you know what? I think it's looking more and more like the Sega Mini is probably going to be a buy. Hopefully, the emulation is great for the console, and I'm glad it's not at games. So yes, we're good. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, like I said with the first one, awesome addition. Is it needed? Yeah, it's Sonic. It's the console that it made famous, basically. So you kind of have to have it on there, even as just a throw-in. So yeah, you're gonna have to have it, especially for new generations of kids to play it. So that way they can actually play Sonic that was good. Contra Hard Corps. I love the Contra series. I had the Super Contra for the NES. I got this for Christmas, but my console wouldn't play it. I was very unhappy about that. So I had to return it. Got another one, still didn't play my console. So I just ended up getting Vector Man, which wasn't bad. Alright. Landstalker. Know nothing about it other than it's kind of like an action adventure title, and you know what? I'm cool with that. I like the action adventure games, and playing an old school one, it's worth trying. So is it an automatic thumbs up? No, I won't know until I play this one. So, but you know what? I'm not disappointed to see it. All right, and I think that is it. So, yep, that's the next 10. And I have to say, overall, this is a great list of 20 games. I mean, even if this was the only 20 games for like maybe a $6 console, I'd be okay. But we're at the point where it's going to be $2 a game, plus a little cool console to put on your shelves. That's not bad at all for $2 a game. Now, what could they have next? I mean, looking at this list, who knows where they're going? I might have to do a video about 20 other games that I like that are on here and see if, maybe I get some right. But, alright, everybody. That's the games that I liked on there. The 10 that are coming out, plus the other 10, so it's looking good. Let me know in the comments which ones you're excited for the new additions, and what do you like to see come? And do you think that we could get another licensed game that Sega pulls out of their hat? Alright, everybody, if you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, the like button, share, watch some other videos if you didn't like it. It's unfortunate. So keep on gaming, and I'll catch you next time.